Hey everybody, Ange here, how you doing? Today, which is July 5th, 2009, it was my parents' 50th wedding anniversary. Now, trust me when I say this, they were pulled kicking and screaming through this. My parents met in North Carolina, where my mother was the daughter of a sharecropper. She had a full scholarship to Duke University to be a nurse. She had just graduated from high school and met my dad through a friend of hers who was dating some Army guys. So my mom said, yeah, she'd go on a date with this guy. Well, they fell head over heels in love just right away. In fact, their fourth date, no kidding, was their wedding, which was in Virginia, here in Virginia, in Arlington. My grandmother, my dad's mom, who was a World War I nurse, embraced her, loved her so much, excuse me, and my grandfather, who was an architect and a draftsman for the government, also loved her very much. He thought she was pretty cool, but he was kind of a curmudgeon-y guy. And she came up here, and they got married, and then my dad was shipped to Germany. Then my mom had a miscarriage, because apparently she was pregnant before he went over. She had a miscarriage, and my grandmother, being a nurse, helped her through that, and helped her through getting, things done that needed to be done. But then my mom really wanted to have a baby. She was 19 years old. Or not even quite 19. I think still 18, yeah. Because she had me when she was 19. And went over to Germany. They lived in what most people would call a master suite. Okay, that's all they had, except they only had a toilet and a sink and no bathtub. So my mom even had to she had to pay the landlady who lived downstairs in the apartment building $25 a week. She could only do it once a week to take a bath. She had to do all the clothes washing, seriously, in a cauldron in the basement. We had to light a fire under it to make the water hot. So, they went through a lot. Fortunately, my mom was from a rural area, and she knew stuff like this, and it wasn't all that terrible for her. But I was born in Germany, and then when they came back to the States, the two boys were born, my brother James and my brother Eric. James named after my dad, and Eric, I think they called him Eric because he had red hair, Eric the Red, and his middle name is after my dad. So they were young, volatile, and argued a lot. My mother would constantly say that she was going to leave my dad as soon as Eric graduated from high school, because at that point she had gotten her nursing degree and was actually making her own money. I had to drag her through that. I was 11 years old, and I had to help her with any kind of literature. She was just through literature. She could manage most other things. I had to help her through government. I had to help her through literature. And I quizzed her on all her stuff, and I helped her write her papers. Just because I was a writer. I always have been a writer. And so, I think, honestly, I think I drugged them kicking and screaming through their marriage. I'm so glad that they made it to 50. They seem to be happier now than ever, but seriously, up until my dad had this big heart issue a year ago, they were like still so volatile that they might not stay together. And it was all just always, sort of strange. I sort of, decided that they would never make it here, growing up, because they were just so going at each other. No physical abuse, but man, the words that flew between those two, my word. It was disturbing and unusual, I think. They have nothing like the marriage like Poppy and I have, where we just love each other, and of course we have arguments, but it's fleeting and far between. So anyway, I took them, Beth, your sweet and sour meatballs. Now, I think it was Doug that asked if, pineapple would be good in it. Do that. That's what I did. It's very good. And instead of using the water, I used the pineapple juice from the can of pineapple. Oh my God. It's so good. I've done it both ways. I've done it 3 or 4 times before. And I made a smaller recipe for Poppy and I, but this time I made the big recipe so Poppy and I could have some, and I could take some to my mom and dad. And I made them the lemon poppy seed bread that my parents love. Everybody loves my lemon and poppy seed bread. And Diana, you're the only one I know on here that has the recipe. Okay, let's see. Anything else? Oh, yes. Yes, I have business to do. Christopher, I found the card. I can't believe it. This is Christopher in South Carolina. He sent me this amazing card. I'm hoping it's going to focus. I don't know if you can really see that very well. Well, that's pretty good. No, that really sucks. Okay, let's try again. Focus. There we go. I guess that's as good as it's going to get. Okay. He sent me a thank you card for the Starbucks card that I sent him because he won our contest of the Redshift guys, our band that we love so much. And he went and listened to their videos and just really liked them. And he was the first one to PM me with how much he liked them and that he actually watched them. Now this is... Let's see if I can get this to focus. I really hope I can, because it's really beautiful. I don't know how much you're going to be able to... This is the... What the heck is wrong with my camera? There we go. This is the postcard. Let's pull it back a little bit. That Locks of Love... Jeez, it's focusing on me and not on that. Anyway. No, wrong way. Go this way. Okay. Try again. That Locks of Love sent me for sending my hair. I'm going to put this in a frame because I'm just so pleased that someone's going to be able to, come back to me, use that big old shock of hair. I got to tell you, people, I am digging the short hair. It's curly-rific, and I love it. At any rate, so many things I could say, but yeah, that's which one, sorry. Anyway, you guys, love you so much. Blessings.